on YouTube, up and running. Sips Tea the Show, please. The link is in the bio on both pages. GemDTwin on our Sips Tea the Show page is already on the bio. So you guys, please make sure you're tuning in on YouTube so you can join the collaboration. Hope everybody had a great week so far. It's Wednesday. It's your favorite day. It's Sips Tea the Show Day. We have personally marked this day as Sips Tea the Show Day, which is Wednesdays at 8:30, between 8 and 8:30. 8 and 8:30. Just look out for the when it says we're going live, but we're never, ever gonna be going on after 8:30. It's gonna be before 8:30 or it's gonna be 8 o'clock.
One day we'll just actually say what time it is, and then we'll just do that time.
Between 8 and 8:30.
Per advertised, at a certain time. Like syndicated television. It's on when it's going to be on. So that is our goal, and that's what we're working towards.
So exactly. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and get the show started off with some positivity. Shout out to all of, because I know we are still in Virgo season. So shout out to all the Virgos. Happy birthday to the Virgos. Anybody celebrating a Virgo this week, this past, or coming up on this current weekend. Happy birthday to all the followers, everybody who is fans and followers of the page and tea sippers of the page. Shout out to all you guys who are having birthdays and celebrating this month. But we're definitely going to get started with some positivity. Per the usual. So do you got your positivity, or did you want me to start?
What are you ready? Go ahead, go for it, girl.
Okay. All right.
So
So go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
You ready? Go ahead. Go for it.
So mine is actually more of a fact than a positive quote, but it's that part. So after I say this, you're gonna follow and say that part. Okay, trust me. After I say this statement, so mine is a statement. It's not a quote. It is nothing about it is a quote, and it's reality. So whether this is positive or negative to you, it's reality. So I recently have learned this about people.
Oh.
And the statement goes like this. Since I stopped texting first, I haven't heard from a lot of people in a while.
Okay.
And that's the part where you say,
oh, that part. Oh, yeah, true.
That part.
True.
If you I started noticing, one, I'm not a big phone person anyway. I hate the phone, to be honest with you.
Dear God.
I hate the phone. But
can I, on a side note, what you hate the phone? I just want you guys to know, if any of you have been reaching out to Eb Deceleb and she has not gotten back to you, do not call GemDTwin, okay? They're not going to check her. Oh my God, you down here, okay? Yeah, don't call GemDTwin because there are a lot of you right now who have told me personally that you have reached out to Eb Deceleb about, this, that, or the other, and you haven't heard from Eb. Is Eb okay? Eb is fine. Here she go. But just listen.
Who's the corporate to say this?
So. Well, I mean, should we put that on the
Let's put it on the show.
Okay, so I know Valencia J reached out to me. She said she has been trying to reach you desperately about things that you guys have talked about when she was here at the show. And also my sister has reached out to you, and she's also, And so these people are kind of, close enough to have, me as, I guess, what you would call a direct line. Because they know, when you're going to see her on Wednesday, tell her, what up though? Hit me up. And so I just want y'all to don't even, you know what I'm saying? Because
don't outsource.
Sometimes don't outsource to me. No, just track her ass down.
Well, here's the thing. I am here. There are some defining moments of where I am going to be at.
Yeah.
And the defining moments.
And don't show up at this studio either.
I will be here every Wednesday.
Yes, but don't show up at this studio looking for no Eb Deceleb without an appointment.
Okay. Because I don't really like.
You will be turned away.
Okay. But no, I definitely am not a phone person. I try to touch bases with people as much as I can. I always tell people who are reaching out to me. And it's terrible. It is terrible.
Horrible phone person.
I am.
Poor phone etiquette. Horrible text messaging.
That wasn't the part where we said the part. The part was this. I'm gonna get back to the part. It's for Eb Deceleb purposes. if I haven't texted you back in like 2 to 3 days, it's probably got lost in translation, and just shoot me another text so you can get back to the top. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's terrible. As terrible as that might sound, if I really want to get in touch with somebody, that's what I do. If I really want to get in touch with you, how many times do I call until you answer?
Too damn many. Because my thing is, and we are today, we're going to talk about this phone etiquette and FaceTime etiquette. We are definitely going to talk about that. So that's a great segue into the rest of the show. But yes, she does. She has a habit of calling more than once if you do not answer her. So what that translates to is
what's good for the goose for the gander.
Yes, when I want to be talked to, when I want to talk to you, I am going to call and annoy. But when you want to talk to me, you can text, call, send a smoke signal. But if I'm not ready and I cannot and I don't want to, you shall not speak to me.
But no, here's the thing.
That part.
But that part. And this is real. This is real. I'm not saying.
I'm just trying. Don't set the people up.
I own my truth, and that's something that I'm not a big communicator. However, I do have certain. Everybody is important to me in my life. Please understand. Anybody trying to reach out to me, I know it's for a reason, and it's an important reason. Please do not. I don't want to take away from that. But there are certain alerts that go off in my brain. So, like, if I see Kel's phone call coming through, I typically will either, if I miss it, I usually always call you back. I might not text you back, but I call you back. I might not text you back.
Depending on what else is going on. For the most part, we've had to have conversation. Let's just say
but
that.
But also, too,
there has
I'm
been
going to say this as well.
Because, I consider myself damn near a girlfriend. Like,
and I try to...
when you see my name... Call me.
But like I said, everybody is important. Mm-hmm. However, since we're talking about FaceTime etiquette, let's talk about proper times to call during the day with important stuff.
Yeah, and what are those? Okay, but actually, let's move into that when we talk about all this stuff.
I want to say that because there are certain times of the day, like when you're at work, I know that you're not going to be available. And if you're sending me something that's important at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already on because I get to work at 8:30, I'm already in the midst of things.
You on the clock.
I'm on the clock, and so when I get off the clock, I'm not going to get off and then remember to go check my text messages. I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to get off the clock, and then I talk for a living. So sometimes when I get off,
we talked about that. You just don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk no more. Like I'm out of like words to talk about, especially if it's off the clock, and then I know they're going to talk to me about more work stuff.
Right.
That's going to put me back in the mindset of work.
Right. Absolutely.
So, but I have to do a better job with stuff like to making sure that I make myself available, especially because of the industry, both industries that I've decided to venture off in. But I will say, when I see that Kel's coming through, that picture popping up, it's like if I call it, either I answer it, or I know I have to call it right back within an hour, because then it's going to be a thing. So
it's going to be a thing, huh?
It's going to be.
You mean I make it a thing?
It's going to be a thing. So I felt.
So I called you. Because, okay, here's a good one. How often do I call?
Exactly my point.
I don't.
So that was the next point.
No, because
the next point is, I know if you're calling me, it's going to be about something serious.
Yes, I do not be calling to shoot the shit.
To shoot, exactly. Like, we'll do the shoot the shit after the show.
Yes. We have the perfect time to shoot the shit.
After shit. But guess what? It is not just, I'm going to tell you something, because Eb keeps it real since we talk about FaceTime and phone etiquette. I have a terrible time even communicating with my significant other. Like, I will be so forgetful. Like, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm supposed to call her right back. And it's 4 hours and gone by.
Wow.
Like, that's my
get it together.
No, so that's something that I personally, a goal of mine that I really want to work on, because we'll be like, I said, oh, babe, I'm leaving work early. And then she goes home and cooks tacos or something like that. And then I end up staying at work late, and I don't even communicate her that I'm not even coming.
Oh, wow.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not just, it's an Eb Deceleb.
That's off with your head type shit.
It's an Eb Deceleb trait.
Because you're not about to do that to me.
Exactly.
Sweetie.
So that's stuff that I have to work on as far as my phone etiquette. But watch the times you call me too. Okay. Because if you call me at 10 o'clock and I'm at work and I haven't responded, I mean,
you know what? But that's always the reason why I have grown to love and respect. I know you're not a type her, but she's even worse at texting than she is at calling, and then you're not even understand. Y'all not even understand what the hell she's saying. Like, it'd be like, what language is that you're? So is that English or because she got some languages up on there though too? Like, was that German?
I'll be fucking up on the post, so let alone on the text.
So so you gotta just know that that's what's going on. But I like that because if you send me a text message, I'll leave your shit unread until I can read it. Yeah. And then that way, and if it's about business, if it's something, then boom, I can actually address it when I have time to address it. And that is, my friends, why I love text messages, because it's like the call that you can attend to whenever, you can attend to it. But
it was one time, actually, when was it? What's today? Wednesday? Monday. I had 31 text messages. And so I'm down to now 13. So I went through.
Oh, good for you.
I'm down to now 13.
So I'm surprised you're not scared when you're giving out your phone number because you know what you feeling too.
It's like 13. So I've gotten to 13. So I gotta still go through and see who else. Because on Monday I realized I'm like, shit, I gotta text 32 text.
The bad part is that you have these major alerts on there.
Like I said, 32.
No, it's either no, that would irk my soul. So I can have 1,001 emails, but text messages, no ma'am. So what was that? The end of your
part? So my part was though.
That part
is when you notice that you stop. Like for me, it's not texting; it's more so calling. Like if I don't make that first initial call, you're not going to call me. Mm-hmm. So what I stopped doing for my life is I'm not going to keep making them calls. You can call me. It could go both ways. I just had this other conversation with one of my really good friends, and I told him, I said, I realized you only a friend when I'm around. You're never a friend when I'm not around. When I say that, I mean to say, when you see me, we the best of friends. Mm-hmm. But if we don't see each other, I don't even get a phone call. We got to watch that.
Is that a thing, though, with you not being the phone person?
No, I'm talking about, like, call, not text.
No, I mean phone. Like, if you call and it's not the right time, or you're just not ready to talk, or you don't really answer the phone, does that person, like... Are you saying that they never attempt to call you at all?
Yeah, when you start realizing that you're always the one calling first, is what I'm talking about.
But it's not because you've trained them that you're not going to answer the phone when they call. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about like when you have, like I said, I gave a prime example. Somebody who I used to see every day when we worked together. We talked all the time because we worked together. I was present. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we stop working together, I don't ever hear from you unless I call you first. Okay, is my point. Don't just be a friend to me when I'm in your face. Mm-hmm. Be a friend to me. No, I'm not a texter. So if you texting me, but I do try to do better. Like I said, today, Monday, I was like, oh shit, let me go through it.
But let me tell y'all something. If you take days to text me back, I mean, 24 hours, okay, you know what I'm saying. But if it's days we're beyond 24 hours, don't expect me to text you, and probably don't expect me to call you, because I'm just not going to do that, because in my mind you've shown me I'm not a priority to you, because guess what, I gave you the most lenient way to contact me, which is a text message, which I gave you 24 hours. My voicemail at work says you have to have 2 days, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm your work person, like, no.
I don't think texting is lenient. I'm sorry, because you know
it is super lenient.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Because I don't. Because I think and I'm once again got to keep it real. With a phone call, you can say, "Oh my, I didn't get that call." I could say my phone is dead, or it's No,
ma'am, because that call log is real.
No, but I can say the call didn't come through. But when you get a text message, regardless if the phone is dead or not, as soon as you turn it on, the text message still comes through. So somebody could say, "Oh, you didn't get my message? Oh, my phone was dead." Well, wasn't it? It's still.
Is that true? I don't know. That is true.
They still come through.
But the point is,
but the call, if my phone is dead, I could always use my phone died.
That's why I'm saying, well, you're talking about from the perspective of making excuses as to whether or not. I'm saying if I text you, I gave you the most lenient way to return my message at your leisure. Mm-hmm. You're saying, oh, anything could have happened. I could say my phone died, or so I didn't get the call. I know that. So I gave you a lenient way. I know that you got my text message. You know that you got my text message, and at any given point, we will see. Okay, so somebody on YouTube says, "Amen." Looking at their phone and ignore it. Exactly. You looked at your phone and you ignored it. You looked at the call log. You ignored that. You looked at. I can't miss a phone call. I will say that I can miss a phone call.
But because I don't like. I like for a phone call. I could miss a. If I'm more inclined to call you back because I'm gonna go see. I see a missed call versus go through my messages and say, okay, I got these, and then I'm about to sit here and have to.
I guess that depends though, because I don't see missed calls.
See, I see missed calls.
Yeah, I don't see missed calls, but I guess because I'm a texter, I see my text messages. Yeah. I don't even. I will look for text messages, but my thing is with text messages, I gave you a lenient way. I didn't expect you to text me right back. Depending on what your status is, depending on whatever, whatever. Okay, so everybody, you have a 24-hour period at which to say something. If we go beyond that 24 hours and you still not texting me back, I'm not going to text you.
Yeah.
Because you have shown me I'm not a priority. And then I get to the 48 hours.
I think you're looking at it way too deep. And so for all those people who do get texts back in a couple days.
Nah, because you checking for me. If I'm texting your phone, if I'm texting your phone or I'm calling your phone, then 9 times out of 10, there's there's a thing.
Well, I'll say that there's a few. So I like phone calling better.
But she does not answer.
But there's depending because there's
and she don't feel like talking sometimes.
There's calls
but she still
I will
not
miss. There's calls I will not miss. Or if I miss it, I try to call back in a reasonable time. I try to call back. Obviously, my partner, my love, my sister, my other partner, yeah. My lover, my sister, best friend / business partner, my sister. All 3 of my mentors, I don't miss their calls. My regionals, never miss their calls. My parents, I don't miss their call.
Again,
and my 2 best friends, and I don't miss their call.
And so if
I miss it, I try to call back.
Those are choices, though.
I call
and
back.
She did just name like 19 people, so that's why you can't get a phone call in because she got 19 people.
See, somebody on Instagram Facebook said that's me. A text for they'll text for a couple days, like they'll miss. I'm a texter though, so I won't. What does it say?
That means you've seen text for a couple of days and again ignored it. You did. That's okay. So yes, on YouTube, that is my point. You have had ample time to view my message.
I will ignore a text message unless it comes from my girlfriend.
And what makes it even worse is that now we're in the information age, so there's social media, and the same things that you are ignoring, using to go on social media are the same tool that you use to ignore my phone call or text message. So that is another reason why I can't do you after 24 hours.
And can I tell you another reason why? Can I tell you another reason why I don't? Can I tell you another reason why I don't like texting?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm sorry, I'm a talker. I will talk all day. I cannot carry on. I don't see how people do it. I cannot carry on a full-blown hour conversation via text. There is no way. Because you know why? Because I can sit there and text that much.
You know why though? Because again, if you text, like for instance, anybody who got my number, y'all shoot me a text right now. I'm on the show, right? So I'm not going to get to your text message till after the show. However, I can still, we're still in the moment. Whatever you sent me, whatever the sentiment was, whatever, then yes, I still got your message. Maybe it's because I'm a Gemini, so I like to be in all of the different places. And when I carry on a text, yeah, let me see, because my shit is liking ass. Right? But no, when I can do other things, for instance, you know what I mean? I can just, you texting me, I can have a conversation over here with you. I could be cleaning my bathroom. I could be doing other things. But Eb Deceleb knows, like, I don't like to be on the phone with so like people repeat lots of things. You say it more once. However, if it was a text message, you would have said that one time. And then if the person didn't hear, you can scroll up and say, what'd she say? Okay.
I'd rather talk.
But see, there's so much meaningless chatter that goes on in conversation.
But you know what though? That's even me at work, because I'd rather call my client than send an email. So that's just me.
I mean, yeah, and that's fine. But Eb Deceleb, she'll call me and she'll be like, it's not even a conversation. For a long time. Well, yes, and then I'm sitting there like, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go now because I don't even know why we're still on the phone.
But if you call me, I will have a long conversation with you.
Here's another etiquette piece, and this is another reason why I gotta ignore. Like, this is why I don't talk to people on the phone a lot. The reason why I don't talk to people on the phone a lot.
You guys, I'm not drinking liquor today.
No one's drinking liquor.
Oh, you're not drinking liquor. Oh, well, I'm not drinking liquor because I'm on my side.
But quite often, people call me while they're doing things. Calling me so that you don't have to do whatever, have your attention on whatever you're doing. Eb Deceleb likes to call on her way places. That drives me nuts. I feel like it is plumb usury. You are using me to distract you until you get from point A to point B, and you will try to carry on that conversation until you are done. And I'd be like, no, ma'am.
But in my defense,
you don't even have to defend it. I've already hung up the phone.
No, I do have to defend it because that is honestly my free time. My time is always occupied. I'm always busy. I'm always doing something else. I'm not doing this. I'm doing that. My time for me, my days and my hours and a 24-hour time span are very, very important to me, and they're very limited. However, my free time is when I'm in the car. That's my free time. That's when I can go
she would like to use that free time.
Back.
But it's not even like, it won't even like, let me make these phone calls. Let me call and shoot the shit.
No,
and I'd be
actually, that's not true for me.
Are we done yet? Because
I had all these missed calls. I went back and called everybody on my way.
The only other person that does that is my daddy. And I'm a daddy's girl, so my dad will. So I understand the concept all the way, because that is the best time. My dad cannot talk to you while he's at work. When he gets home, it's a better time for him to talk to his wife. It's a better time for him to like wind down from his evening, et cetera, et cetera. So very scheduled. He has set this time that he can talk to his children or whatever. And that's our way of connecting. So I understand that. And then I know what the deal is. So you do the very same thing that my dad does, but you're not my daddy. So
I am your daddy. I am your daddy.
You said I'm not your daddy. So let's see. Let's check some of these messages over here. Because y'all know what it is.
Somebody saying, "Oh, this combo is touching the soul."
Yes.
And somebody else said, "What's that say? What is that sign?"
Them Leos. I know what Leos and a Gemini.
Thank you. Because guess what? All of Crystal, I talk to her when I'm in the car, not on my way. She has so much to say. You talk to me. Felicia talks to me when I'm in the car. Felicia actually also calls me when she's in the car too.
And
she's not busy.
You know, and that's
she's busy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for some people,
her way to work is the time we can actually have conversation.
Absolutely.
Because when she is at work, we cannot talk. When she's at home with her wife, we cannot talk.
Right.
So same with me. When I'm at work, we cannot talk. When I'm with my girlfriend, I cannot talk. But when I have plenty of free time.
Right. And she will this is plenty of free time. So I mean, maybe timing is everything, and maybe it's just like me. I don't personally get a lot of time to shoot the shit. And also, like you, I am talk a lot.
Yeah.
So I like to rest my voice. And that is why I text, because sometimes I'm just tired. I'm tired of talking. I don't want to talk. And also for me, my car time, that transport is my, like, seriously, that's my quiet time. Like, if y'all know anything about Geminis, it's so much going on. It's always firing off. And I have got to, like, shh. Like, I need everything to be quiet for a little while and have nothing going on.
That is like when I don't feel like talking. Like when I get off work, I don't mind talking because I've been talking. But like sometimes in the morning, in the morning I'll call my girlfriend. We talk in the morning if we didn't share the night together. But other than that, most of the time in the morning I do. Well, no, because I do. Well, fuck it, I don't. I talk.
There you go.
Fuck it,
that's what you do, sis.
Sometimes I listen to music though.
I mean, but let it be lit or something we need to know. Then I'll be on that phone, whatever. But it's just my general overall mood is no, ma'am. Like I would just rather not. However, and I guess the conversation is just so hard to get off the phone with people. Like,
because I will labor some shit. You know I will. I'm like, you're like, okay, but yeah, what about?
Yeah, she is a phone lingerer. And my mind is like, okay, we said we needed to say. All things I say. I mean, because
seriously, sometimes, y'all.
That's why I say if it's lit and we need to talk, girl, now I'm here for it. The Gemini be like, yes, and girl, and say, you know I'm motherfucking say it. And I told them, and they was like, and let's be clear. Because when you hear a mind you or a let's be clear, we finna have
a conversation going.
You know we about to.
The conversation be too good.
Yeah.
Like,
so
or sometimes
I got some tea. We can tea, but again, I need to set that. I need to be ready for it. I need to be here for it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm just not here for it.
So let's go ahead and get into the FaceTime etiquette since we already talked about
we already in this. I'm gonna share my positivity with y'all at the end of the show. We'll go out with something, okay?
Yeah, we'll go out with
we might just change the motherfucking whole program.
Sometimes you gotta do.
So yeah, since we're talking about phone etiquette and all this other stuff, we posed maybe last week or something like that about the whole FaceTime etiquette. So if anybody is using iPhones, FaceTime is a big thing. Look at this. I still got my daggone badge on from work. Like, no.
Y'all don't know how to do this. I came over here and said, hello, we need to get out. We gotta do this shit. I'm sleepy. No,
I wasn't sleepy. I told you I was asleep.
Are you sleepy?
I took a motherfucking nap.
Okay, well, it was time to go for the show. But we got a little time. You just happened to mention that.
You see how she kind of just talk about irrelevant. Like, how is that relevant?
Shut up.
Where was it? Where is the relevant?
It was relevant when
like
you said that.
Randomly just.
Because I'm random.
She will randomly, like, totally cut me off and just. What was that, sis? What was we talking about just now?
Because the badge. When you said I still got my badge.
The badge was on from work. Yes.
Go ahead.
So yeah, we were talking about FaceTime etiquette and iPhone users and things like that. And there's some ways to video chat with
Messenger,
like just all your video chatting things. And we decided that we needed to have some etiquette behind this whole shebang bang. Okay? Because I feel like people are just willy-nilly. Like you're just willy-nilly FaceTiming, willy-nilly messaging, video chatting with the messenger. Not Eb Deceleb.
Oh, I am. I'm very willy-nilly. You got to come for me. You got to come for me.
Well, listen.
You coming for me on this show.
In order for us not to come for people, listen. In order for me not to come for you,
you murdering me on this show.
There has to be some etiquette so that nobody's coming for anybody. Like, what's the etiquette? Because I can't tell you wrong. Is there an
etiquette? Okay, with etiquette-y or whatever, certain people have to be placed with that. But there's certain people you should be able to FaceTime me.
Okay, yes. Here goes, because I think one of the questions was, who can FaceTime you randomly? Because I think one of the things that we came up with is that there are certain people that can randomly FaceTime you. Yeah. Okay? So if I birthed you through my canal.
Okay. FaceTime.
You can randomly FaceTime me. I still will be looking like, yes, or I'm still gonna look at my phone like, why are you FaceTiming though? That's weird. If we are fucking, if you have been supplying me with intimacy, okay? If there's a level of intimacy, and I think that's me, there's a level of intimacy that we have that says, I can FaceTime you. And that also can slide. And, if you question that, then don't do it. If you question whether or not you have reached that status, don't do it. Do not if you are questioning whether or not you have reached a level of intimacy with me to where you can FaceTime me randomly, then don't do it. You know what I mean? Same thing. I mean, Eb Deceleb.
It's probably good. I don't have an iPhone.
We have a level of intimacy where I think I probably would not. You could FaceTime me randomly. I would still be like, "Girl, why you FaceTiming me?" Yeah,
but I would.
You
actually did
because you've seen me all kinds of
Gym. I did it on
Facebook. Oh yeah, you do that.
Yeah,
you've done
didn't
that.
Respond.
No, because I'm not even on there. Like it doesn't even come to my phone like that.
I know.
And you have to be on the right account. And if you have several accounts, then if you're calling me on my GemDTwin account and I'm on my Keleeba account, it doesn't even come to my phone. So
now I know the truth.
So Crystal says she thinks it makes sense to ask me first to see if you're available to FaceTime. And that's kind of one of my things too. Am I available to FaceTiming? And this is the reason why it matters to me. When you FaceTime somebody, your phone immediately looks like a mirror. So if it already looks like you're seeing into my world. So for instance, if I'm looking at my phone and somebody FaceTimes me right now, I'm going to see myself as if we're already connected. That bothers me. I hate that shit. I don't like it because, I mean, like, what if I'm not ready for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some people you want to be cute for. Like, yes, you wake up cute. You know what I'm saying? But maybe, you know, what if, I don't know.
No.
Like,
y'all are too deep.
What if my angle's not right? What if I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I want to be, you know, cute with the FaceTime and you all randomly doing the shit. I might be in mixed company. I might be trying to talk to Eb Deceleb about some shit and you want to just have your face in the place. That's weird. So somebody on YouTube said all FaceTime should be given a heads up unless it's close family. Yes. Anything outside of that, they're being nosy.
Yeah.
Are you being nosy or are you being pushy? That's where my line is. Are you being nosy? Oh, listen, this is not scripted, people. This is not scripted.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
The people are talking.
Why are you talking to the people?
This is what the people say.
Let me tell you something. About Eb Deceleb. I don't give a fuck. Tell you something. I have Android.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has an Android phone and I consider you a friend, I'm FaceTime. I'm Androiding you. I also have Messenger, Facebook Messenger. And if I notice that I'd rather see your face on Facebook Messenger because I see that you have that capability and it lights up, I'm calling you on Facebook Messenger.
See, I feel like you're doing that to amuse yourself. And you don't care.
No, because like there's certain people like my friend Maurice, he has an Android and I either will Facebook message him or Android him. I don't call him regularly.
Why do you do that though? What do you want? Like what
because I prefer to see his face. Like my girlfriend, she likes to say, I like to FaceTime. She has an iPhone.
Okay.
So I messaged her, Facebook message her.
Okay.
And she likes to say, I'm only doing it to see her surroundings.
Okay. I mean, let's be clear, y'all. That was the original gangster of the whole, you gonna get caught slipping. Let's be clear. When FaceTime / video chat, it was FaceTime. It wasn't even FaceTime. When video chat first came out, that was...
I'm at the McDonald's. Call me on FaceTime then.
I mean, let me see.
I'm at
so I know it's real.
Call video chat. I called you on the video chat. Are you really at the Walmart or are you at that bitch's house? Call me with that bitch on video chat.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Okay.
But that's back in the day.
So I think sometimes the origins of this whole situation kind of set it up too. Because
FaceTime is also a great opportunity if you miss somebody and you want to see their face.
And you want to see their face.
And that's why I FaceTime my girlfriend because I miss her and I want to see her face.
Yeah.
And I FaceTime my family and my friends because I miss them and I want to see their face.
But she won't answer that phone call.
Oh, but I'll answer a video call.
See now what?
I'll answer
show over because we about to go in. No.
Yeah. We go.
Like that's ridiculous. Like, what are you doing?
I I like, and maybe that's a little bit of the self-amusement side of myself.
There you go,
whatever,
people.
But I like when people video call me, and then you can video call me any day, time, night. I'm not one of those like, oh, I gotta get my stuff together first. You can see me however. I mean, just not see me in, in decent, yeah. But you can see, if you FaceTime me right now, I'm not one of those, let me just get and put some lip gloss on. I don't really care how. I like FaceTime and the stuff like that. I like that stuff.
And see,
and maybe because I don't have iPhone like y'all, so y'all have it more exposable because everybody has iPhone.
It's just it is definitely.
I wouldn't like it as much. I don't know because it's there, but with Android and Messenger, a lot of people don't have it, so I don't get to do that a lot. Maybe if I had that,
I don't know because I have it. I don't use it much.
But when you had Android, we used to Android.
I just don't use it much. And I think it was fun at one point because we couldn't do it. And then all of a sudden we could. And all of a sudden I could see you if I wanted to. Yeah. All of a sudden, this is that and the other.
Communicate that way, like who have long distance relationships.
Yeah.
They love video.
Yeah. So, okay, did we establish a rule though?
Yeah, we did. Call first.
So call first. Yeah.
Crystal make an appointment.
Crystal specifically said niggas need to make an appointment, period. Okay. That is not GemDTwin's words. That is from the people. And I low-key feel the same way. Like, just let me know what's going on. Unless we have that kind of relationship. And again, if you have an inkling of whether or not we have that kind of relationship, then don't do it. Just ask me about it.
I have a question. So, say for instance, you just meet somebody, right? You on the app, because nowadays people meet on the apps and stuff like that, right? And so you meet somebody. Is it okay when you've never met them before to call them and you're trying to, it's an app, you're dating, whatever, you're trying to meet people, whatever, and you call them on FaceTime with your shirt off? Never met them in real life. And if you do call them with your shirt off, what sign is that giving?
That's Thirsty Thursdays.
Okay.
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever day it is, it's Thirsty Thursday.
Is that a hoe move?
Yeah, kind of. Like, why?
Why do you not have a shirt on?
Right, why? I don't even know you.
What if they say, oh, I just got out the shower?
Then you could have got out the shower, put your clothes on, and then decided to call me. That was your choice.
So that's a play.
That is a way too much.
As a play.
Like, okay. I don't even know if it's a play as much as it is you're doing too much. And then, but you know what? I like it when you show me who you are right outside the gate. Okay, because if that's who you want to be to me, then let me know right away that that's who you want to be. So
that's the sign they're giving.
Hey, baby, if I call you and I don't know you, you don't know me for real, and these babies is just out. What sign is that?
Okay.
She's a nudist? Like, where do you go with it?
Okay. That question was for my good sis, because I needed to, but that was for my good sis. So, people out here, they're dating and things like that. Now everything is so computerized.
Yeah.
Like meeting online and stuff like that. And so somebody called my good sister and was like, when they called her, he didn't have a shirt on. And so I was like,
it's a male, but they don't have titties.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you don't even know the person.
So that's still thirst trappy.
I think so too.
Was the chest chiseled? Because nobody just, shows it if they're.
And so that's what I asked my sister. I was like, so
did it look good?
I said, what was he trying to show you? And she was like, well, he did have a tattoo. I was just like.
So I think okay, here we go.
That's disrespectful.
Here's another question though. Is the etiquette different as far as something like that? Is etiquette different for a male and a female? Because historically guys can just walk around with no shirts on. I just naturally assumed we were talking about a female. And for me, then that's like a no sir ma'am, sir. But if you're talking about a male, I can't necessarily jump directly to thirst trap because they so often have their clothes off, especially in the summertime. So it's just, I don't know. because even me and all my, loving lesbian isms, I've had like people call me, and it'll be a video chat or something. It'll be like my folks, and I'm just like, okay. But it didn't take me off that you just didn't have your shirt on, because I'm just like, oh, so now if I get a close up of your parts, like nipples, then it's like, okay, what are you doing?
I
don't want to question shit. That's my thing.
I told my sister, don't ever talk to him again and like us. He's up.
Could be. I mean, or he could be a help for her. You know what I'm saying?
No, whatever. But you ain't never met the person before. You doing video chats until then.
Know that this is what he does.
Like, this is weird. Yes.
This is what you do.
Yes. And I said, then he had his little, I guess he was in the thing. I was like, well, what was the surroundings? Here, I go ask her questions. And she was like, well, I was like, well, what else did you see? I was like, well, maybe he called to show you that he live alone. I was trying to justify, but why would you call somebody without no shirt on? And you ain't never met them. And y'all, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
That person.
And then you also, it could be anything. But that, you got to look at what that means to you.
Yeah.
Because are you that type of person?
Yeah.
And when we talk about etiquette, the reason why the whole thing came up with having FaceTime etiquette, or having etiquette for phone calls, etiquette for text messages and things like that, because it's setting a standard.
Yeah.
So what's good for you and your family tells me who you are as the culture of your family. Mm-hmm. If the culture of your family's like, nah, like I would never talk to a dude, he's just, that first time speaks to the fact that you think that there is some protocol in your dating behavior, certain things that a woman should do, certain things that a man should do or should not do. And those are that, we use those as cues. Now, depending on who you are, depending on what the culture of your family is, you always don't have a shirt on. Like, I know these people. I got cousins in them. I mean, here you go. If you're on Instagram, if you would post something on Instagram or Facebook or something like that and you would go shirtless there, why would I? That's for the whole world, people that I don't know. Why would I not do it? And I'm just calling a chick.
So it might be a thing.
It might be just a thing. Okay. But that says who you are versus who they are. If it's okay with you, that it's okay with you. That's that's kind of the discussion right there. Is this okay with me?
Yeah.
Not is this just like not cool? Because we don't have established etiquette. This is the reason why etiquette.
Establishing etiquette. Okay, rule number one. Place the laws.
Okay, so rule number one, and we're talking about FaceTime or
But I'm gonna tell y'all this: the rules don't apply to me. So go ahead. They don't apply to me.
Listen,
and they're not.
Okay. I'm feeling like Eb Deceleb does not want to succumb to any of the etiquette because you want to continue doing what you want to do.
In this standpoint.
And two.
Now I will say that, hey, I need to work on my phone etiquette, period.
Yeah.
My communication, because I don't try to ignore people's text messages.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I do a little bit, but I definitely don't try to ignore phone calls. But if I will say this about me, if you text me at like 10 in the morning, I'm not gonna probably ever respond.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's certain people that I'll see like, okay, that's my girlfriend. She's texting me. I need to respond, something like that. But she knows enough to know she needs to call me. And sometimes I don't answer the phone. She calls me back, and then I'll call her back or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like I said, if you text me around like 10 in the morning, I probably won't respond because by the time the day is over with, I'm not going to go back through my phone to see who all texts me. I'll probably get around to it when I'm either waiting for something or I'm in the car or something like that. And I'm being very honest, and that's something.
Okay, here's the thing though, and I think you can. I mean, we all do. We want to do when we want to do it, and that is a thing. But at the same time, like, are you extending the same respect to somebody that you would want from you? And in your case, only stating by what Eb Deceleb has said here on the show, I would say that you're not necessarily giving what you would like to receive. Because
I will blow you up.
You will blow you up. You will blow somebody up.
Or my friend will call me. My girlfriend will call me. You'll call me. Anybody will call me. And
you will choose that this is not what you want to do. But no,
I would typically call back. But I am the type of person, if I really have something to say or something to do, and it's not a good trait to have. I'm not saying it's right. I'm selfish as fuck.
Yeah.
And I could admit it.
And there you go. Ding, ding, ding. Selfish, self-centered. Okay. I'm just saying for that, and that is what it comes off as. And that is,
it is
you know,
but
selfish and self-centered.
I preference this whole conversation of saying that's something that I'm trying to be better at.
Right.
I am trying to be more available, and I think that I've done a better job. I think that I've been more receptive to you. I've been more receptive.
But I'm already trained not to even go there.
Yeah, I think I've been more receptive, definitely to my girlfriend, to my family, to my friends. I definitely have been doing a lot better, but also too, a lot of circumstances have changed in the last couple of months too. That has allowed me to be more available for that.
Absolutely.
Being on time for our show, being going out to these different events, being available to hang out with friends and stuff like that. My circumstances have changed where I can put more time into my friends and things like that versus into my job. So things now can balance out for me. So I now know what I need to work on, because a lot of people have said things. Valencia, your sister. Okay. I'm gonna work on
I just told him don't come calling, don't ask me about it. Cause
I'm gonna work on it, because nobody wants to be like that. But the thing about it is I own my own shit. So I ain't saying the shit is right. But I will blow you up if I got something to say. You can still not answer.
And that's the thing is that, I'm very responsive as far, I don't know if that's a Gemini thing or if that's just a regular thing. Like, you will get what you give, because the urgency at which I respond to you is the urgency at which I feel responded to. If it's within my power to do some things, I reserve that power and that right for people who do those things to me. Because for real, like, listen,
but people
it's a race out here
because it's not intentional.
But see, this is not the thing.
I
can personally tell you that I don't take it personally. I just categorize. This goes over here, this goes over there, because I am super like Eb. I'm a runner. I'm always doing something. When I'm not doing something, I'm doing something. So if you have this position of urgency in my life, you know what I mean? Meaning I cannot shut you off, because I will shut people off, which is another reason why I like text messages, because again, it gives me my 24-hour period to say, hey, I can check back in with you. Sorry about yesterday, but this is what was going on. I just couldn't. Self-care is the best care. And sometimes I have to take care of me first. All of them have to take care of me first. And I'm learning that. So if you have gotten to the point where taking care of me first says I might not hear from you, then when I see your message or your calls come through, I'm not urgently trying to text you back, because I don't get that from you. But not saying you specifically. I'm saying no. In general, this is my etiquette. This is how I categorize.
Better with the messages.
Absolutely. But that's how I don't like.
But I will tell people all the time, don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing that I'm doing against anybody to have some type of vendetta. It's not any one person that gets any type of different treatment. That's something that I am, that I have to work on. It's because FaceTime etiquette, I'm not working on that, because I am going to call on the Instagram Messenger and the Android Messenger.
I might not answer your phone, but I will video chat the hell out of you when I so choose. I'm pushy and self-centered, and some of my behaviors will reflect that. But she will also love you down some days, okay? So she has this perfect thing of, oh, you're so important, but I don't. You are so important to me. I'm just not going to answer your call, but I'm going to FaceTime you when I feel like it, because, hey, boo, I love you. Wait a minute, you're not giving me enough attention. Let me FaceTime you.
But like I said, if it was any particular one person, then it could be a thing. But because it's not, it's all across the board. It's not a thing. It can't be a thing. It's a thing with me. It's my fault. Blame me.
Blame it on me.
Shit. But I'm getting better. Like I said, I get a lot better. I respond, I definitely be responding. And
you do what you do when you do it.
No, because let me go to these messages.
So here we go with the
saying a lot of shit right now.
So I mean, this is.
I don't message you back every single time you message me.
But baby girl, I don't do it. because I don't expect you to, because you're terrible.
I hate texting them. Hands down.
So
I
literally, if I'm
I hate
asking,
texting.
I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But no, I just don't do it anymore.
Just
But that's
call
my
my
training.
phone.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's position in my life, you show me how to treat you by how you either treat me or how, like, we established this thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you text me, I text you back. If you give me explanations as to why you don't do certain things, I will give explanations, because I'm not a person that really believes in explanations. You know what I mean? That's just what I did. I did what I did. I said what I said, and that was that. But if you are the type of person that we communicate, just like you and I, we will talk and we will communicate. And it's like, if I say you did this and you say yes, and you give an explanation, then I will feel like in our relationship, we communicate. And so I will give you an explanation.
Honestly, I need to go back to the damn, we need to just have house phones. That's it.
House phone means you don't talk to me until I'm in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about your car convo?
That's the car conversation would be like the house conversation. But when I get home, we can talk on the phone.
But no, because when you get home, you're gonna have to go with Bae, or you're gonna have to no. You said you only had time for the people in your car. When she can't FaceTime you, no, she gonna call you at some other time. But okay, so here we go. FaceTime and etiquette. I think we've already established that there needs to be some kind of intimate relationship. That says
list the laws. List the rules.
That's what I'm.
Okay, what's the first? You got the first rule. List the second.
I'm gonna rewind this tape.
Corporate for this show. Y'all want to attack me on this show?
This not even.
You know what, little nigga?
It's funny that you're taking it personal.
I am.
This was not.
I just know it.
Leave it to a Leo to make it all about them. About you. Like this was about the world. I don't think you've ever even FaceTime me.
I messaged you.
And I didn't even get your call, so I would not be talking about you.
Yeah, I messaged
so guilty conscience here. Okay, so I am talking about the general public in general, because I think that we all have strong opinions about this, and I've heard us say
September 7th.
She got a receipt. So I've heard people say yes. Okay, so we have to have established relationship. Make an appointment. Should we make an appointment, and who's on your list? Because we have to continue this conversation, obviously. But who's on your list of people who can FaceTime you unannounced? My sister FaceTimes me unannounced. We have an intimate relationship that she can do what she wants to do. Mm-hmm. Of course, like you said, I don't have to answer. I still find it weird, but it's still weird. But she can do that. You know what I mean? There's some people that can do that, and it's just like, okay, she FaceTime me, and it's like, hello, hey, did you mean to FaceTime me? Or maybe it's me. Maybe I should just start FaceTiming everybody, because that's the thing. But just some kind of etiquette. Like, how much clothes should people have on? Like, should people be clothed? Mm-hmm. Should they be clothed when someone FaceTimes you? Mm-hmm. They should. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I had to call. Oh,
excuse me. Okay, so Eb Deceleb we were talking about FaceTime etiquette. We were talking about.
So let's do a thing right now.
We're talking about etiquette on the show. We had to call somebody. So she just called my sister. Do you feel like that?
Back about that other stuff too.
Yeah. So we were talking about FaceTime and video chat etiquette. And I said that it only should be, intimate relationships and things like that people can just do it unannounced. So I think she just tried to make a point by calling you unannounced. I did list you as one of the people who could call me on FaceTime unannounced, because you do. I might still be like, hey, like, hello. Sad, but.
Thank you. Was I mad? Was I anything? I just kept talking. I don't care. I said good.
Okay. So let me ask you. So when my sister FaceTimes you and you're in bed, did you find it weird?
No,
not at all.
I just said, I said, good morning. What's up?
Okay.
When I call you on FaceTime, that should be like this.
You get. My sister said, do I realize that when she calls me on FaceTime, I show her the wall? Fuck ass, yeah. We did not set up an established appointment. Like, you don't know what I look like right now. I don't know what I don't even want to
care.
Hey,
like,
no, let me tell y'all something. This is real shit, okay? I
don't need to go put on lip gloss. I don't need to.
It's not about all of that. It's about the fact that I like, sweetie, maybe I'm a little vain, but I like to look at me when I like to look at me. Okay, and if I'm not sure that is the case, then I'm not finna do that. Because you know what else people do? They take motherfucking screenshots. Like, you look so beautiful right now, sis. I can screenshot you right now, but people take screenshots, and that screenshot includes the person that you're talking to as well as yourself. And I've had some screenshots that I just not approve of. I was like, like, who is that? So fuck out of here. You're not about to catch me slipping and tripping with no screenshotty shit that I don't fucking like, you know? So look, because I look good on here. I'm cute right now. It's like, yes, right? So this is cool. You know, we can screenshot. How you screenshot, girl? Let's come on back in. Let's whatever. Come on. She's ready. She's ready.
You see, stay ready. Oh, hit the picture. This is why I love Messenger.
Can you just do
it? Hold
on. Okay. See?
For the page.
And yes, we're gonna have to post that because you know, with our FaceTime etiquette combo that we just had, because I just think that this is like really important for us to go ahead and put in your little code. But yeah, I think everybody's different.
Thank you for making my point. We're gonna call
but what point did she make?
Because it's not that serious.
It's not that serious for you.
I'm gonna do that.
And also I do believe that we've established that this is someone who called you unannounced, and you felt well within your rights to call them unannounced, and they like to pick up the phone and be like, yeah, hey.
This is what I'll go through. I'll be like, oh, because I will do this. Because I just enjoy the Messenger. I'll be like, oh wow.
So Anna on YouTube, she said,
I'll go through here and be like, oh,
she does also feel like, you know, what I said, something about common, this is, you know, common courtesy as far as, you know,
Better be glad I don't have your Facebook Messenger because I will FaceTime.
She says she deals with a Leo friend, and she says when she does it, she always says she'll do better next time. You know, okay, you know, that's all you can do is like, we all have our isms, things that we're not the best at. You know what I mean? I know that I'm not the best at, like, when I shut down and I need a moment to myself, literally I've exhausted myself with people, and I just will not. I won't respond to shit. I just will not. This is when the music has to stop. I'm either too motherfucking tired, or I have too much stuff to do to where I cannot like text you back and forth or call you or whatever. Or self-care says I need to zone out for a second. And it's when my Gemini twin, it gets angry and it does not. It's like when I feel ugly on the inside, I'd be like, you know what? I can't do anything right now, because everything I send you, everything I say to you will not be sent with my normal attitude of light and love. So that's me personally. But I would like to get better, because I understand if you're on the other end of that, it doesn't feel good, because I don't like it when people don't answer my shit either. So we'll just have to leave that there. But let's continue. Next week we'll come back and we'll talk about some more of our rules, okay? Because we only got like through 2 of them.
Then we got 2 minutes left.
Said some etiquette, but we have got to tell you this. We have got to talk about some things really quickly, and not even really quick, because if we go overtime for this would be one of those things that going overtime for, yes, boo, would be worth it. This weekend we were at an amazing event, okay, and I do think all of this about etiquette and all of, you can look at me like you however you want, sis, but if we would
believe in staying on time,
we would be remiss in our duties. You don't stay on time, period.
I do stay on time.
No, because if you did, then we wouldn't have gone all willy-nilly, and we would have talked about this in the time when it was alive.
Sometimes you gotta let the show.
See, you stay on book, don't go off book, period. Okay, because exactly. So And
nobody said you digging me.
listen, I wasn't even talking to you, sis.
But I felt attacked.
Okay, but we, the shit wasn't even about you.
I mean, but you
like the entire world is using etiquette, Facebook etiquette, and video chat. Eb Deceleb finds a way to make it about her only. Maybe you came for me, period. Maybe that's because
my wife was on.
Yes, no, she made it about you.
She's taking this.
You told your tea and you got vulnerable. It's okay.
Shut up.
It's okay.
Talk about supremacy.
Listen, shut up for prices too. Take my advice and shut up too.
Okay, great.
Like, let's not be rude. Okay, let's keep it cute as much as possible.
Supremacy presents.
This weekend we went to the beauty brunch.
Really though, but it's
being beautiful and talking about sisters and entrepreneurs.
I was going to say Supremacy presents through another event because they've been throwing events all summer, and then I was going to go into.
So you're gonna do it while I'm talking, or
Supremacy presents.
There you go. Let's take it away, Eb.
No, you take it away.
No, ma'am. I want you to finish.
Set up and the way that I need a Tylenol, you take it away.
Okay, so let me take it away.
I'm in pain.
Let's do this because we get emotional when we want our fight, Lordy. So yes, over this past weekend, we had the pleasure to be invited to host the Confessional, at a Supremacy Presents event. And like Eb Deceleb said, they all are always putting on amazing events and doing amazing things. And
connecting people.
Within our community, like putting DMV on the map, doing really, really positive events. Like the events are always off the chain. They're positive, they're well put together, they are like fly as hell, you know what I mean? So this shit is split.
It's a movement.
It definitely is a movement.
It's a movement.
And at this beauty brunch with entrepreneurs and beautiful people in general, where the drinks were flowing, they had like signature drinks and they had tastings, food tastings and things like that. We were invited to host a confessional. So of course, Sips Tea, the show, we were supposed to be getting the tea. But this tea that we were trying to get and trying to spill within each other was the PositiviTEA.
Very motivational.
Very motivational. We were getting the information, entrepreneurs and people starting their businesses at varying levels about the secrets of their success, the motive behind their success. But the tea was, for the confessional, the biggest question was, what went wrong? Like, tell us about times when things did not go well. Tell us about when you were following your dreams and you wanted to give up, or something like that. And we got some amazing feedback from the ladies and the gentlemen there. Yes. They all, were very open to tell the story. Like, hey, it's not all roses and sweet lilies all the time. Sometimes it's freaking hard and nobody gets to see that. But that was the premise of the confessional. And
real quick, I do want to just interject something that a lot of them said, not a lot of them, every last one of them said, and it was the movement. And it was like, we're on a new wave for real, was everybody had God on their team.
Absolutely.
I asked the question very strategically. I said, how many people do you have on your team? And think 5 out of the 7 all included God as one of their team members, but all 7 included God as the center point of their life.
Yeah.
And God is the one who gave them the purpose to do what they're doing. And God is the one that allowed them to see what they're trying to do. That right there. And to just really bring it back home, I know we had a lot of fun with the whole phone etiquette and conversation and stuff like that. And it's all fun. It's all fun and it's all good. That's why I don't mind. I probably did take it personally, but it's all good. But at the end of the day, that's for fun. But what we went to this weekend, like Kel said, GemDTwin said, was nothing short of amazing. Like, to be empowered by such beautiful people who came from humble beginnings, who had stories to tell. There was a book, and I'm reading it now, and I don't even want to give it away because we want her to come, but Don't Block Your Bloom, who was not afraid to tell her story. You have people like as young as 21 years old who wasn't afraid to tell a story. You have people like who started with one thing and made it bigger than what she thought it could
continues
be.
to grow and continues to grow.
It wasn't afraid to tell her story. You had people who started, stopped, put their business out there, took it off the market, put it back out there, took it off the market, then decided to quit her job to put her focus back in her purpose that God placed her in. She wasn't afraid to tell her story. So you had so many and powerful people, and it made me look at myself as like, don't be afraid to tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to tell your truth. And I implore that, and I implore that to everybody. Don't be afraid to tell your story, because you never know who you're sitting next to, right, left, in front, or the back of you, who has the same story and who just came out and just who overcame that. Because a lot of your questions were, how did you overcome that?
Absolutely.
Because it could be somebody in this very same moment dealing with that. How did you deal with being molested or whatever, because somebody else could be dealing with that very same thing? How did you deal with just starting your business 3 months ago because somebody just started their business 3 months ago? And so don't be afraid to tell your story. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to keep that knowledge to yourself. Let that out, because I guarantee you 100% out of 100% out of 100% out of 100%, somebody else can repeat your story. Mm-hmm. And I'm done. Mm-hmm. That's the blood in me talking.
But yes, absolutely right though. You're absolutely right. And that last question that we were to ask them was about overcoming and what they would, what gem that they would leave for the next person who gets to that hurdle and it seems too big to jump. Like, what do you do? Because we all jump them. We jump them every day. And even I know one person said, just do it. Like that's how you get over the hurdle. Just do it. And then, things seem too big for us sometimes until all the way over it.
Yeah.
If you think about all of the things that you overcame in your life and how big they were at a certain time when you were facing the mountain, it was super huge until you found your way either over the mountain or through the mountain, and you were like, okay. So anyway, it's building us. And another thing, Separately Presents, they are, brilliant in some of their thought processes and some of the ways that they put things together in putting people on the map and bringing people together, which is always amazing. But one of their things was we had everybody do an affirmation. Mm-hmm. And we were posting these affirmations on the wall, and people were to take an affirmation with them at the end of the day when they left. One, so that we all connect, so that we would all be connected. But two, because now you're taking a piece of someone else with you. Now you're taking a whole other entrepreneur's energy and affirmation with you. So it was brilliant. We loved it. We had such a great time, and we've collected a whole lot of information.
Oh yeah,
y'all
about to see these amazing people.
And that's one thing I will say. We have not had guests on the show a lot this year since our year began. And we say we're going to do this, that, and the other. But these people definitely, the people that we met definitely inspired us to say, you know what, we got to start bringing these guests back, because you got to know when they're brewing their tea.
They definitely motivate us. They thought, they were like, oh, you guys are so motivating. They didn't even realize what they were doing.
They were motivating us. And that is the spirit of motivation. That is the energy behind. That's the energy behind everything we do. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why we do Sips Tea the show, because we want to keep that energy reciprocal. You pour into me, I pour into you, and then nobody loses and nobody's cup is empty.
Exactly.
Okay. How y'all doing? And just to go out, I think we talked a lot about detox and stuff like that, and all of the things that we talked about went right into the guidelines. But I will leave you guys with my positivity quote. It was just something that my mom said to me today, which was just like, sometimes you don't want to hear it, but she said, everything you need to succeed is poised and postured inside you. So take that with you guys, and I think that is that we found at the beauty brunch.
Yeah. You
already got it, sis. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that voice of trying, which we're throwing out in 2019, 2020. Trying is out the window. We're doing a lot of doing, but whatever it is, it's already there. You just have to like pluck it and continue to cultivate it. So you guys, we're only 10 minutes over. We love you to life. Check out Supremacy Presents. Big shout outs to Big Live It of Live It Brands. Don't diet, live it. We got to shout him out. You keep on pushing forward, brother. And you guys don't forget to check out Vitality. And if you guys would like to have anything presented on our show, you want us to talk about something, you got some tea that's brewing, please hit us up on our YouTube channel. I would prefer you hit us up via email at sipsteatheshow.
Don't send no text message.
Don't send no text message. So it was weird. Okay. sipsteatheshow@gmail.com.
Don't send no DMs. Send them to sipsteatheshow, because I'll tell you something, I don't check those either.
GemDTwin does. I will be seeing you guys in the DM. You guys can send anything Sips Tea the Show. Sips Tea the Show on Instagram or sipsteatheshow@gmail.com. And we haven't forgot about you musicians either. So if you guys want to start sending us your music so that we can play it on the intro and the outro, please do. Because we all about, the collaboration. So we love you. Live. See you next week. Hump day.